Hi, I'm Jeff Livingston from Bentley University, and I'm going to present work with Katie Ascherhoff of City Year called Can Matching Gifts Help New Charities Compete with Established Charities? This work is motivated by the fact that there's fierce competition between charities, particularly in the United States, where there are over 1 million different organizations that are eligible to have donations to them declared tax deductible, and smaller ones beyond that that don't quite meet those qualifications. And that leads to headlines in the popular press such as this: charities taking chunks out of each other to raise funds. It's particularly an issue for newer charities that have yet to establish themselves and don't have the same kind of credibility that more established charities have. And there's a rich literature that looks at competition between charities and strategies that a particular charity might use to help it stand out from the crowd, such as matching gifts and rebates and the like. We're going to extend upon that work in a couple of different ways. First, we're going to focus on competition between charities that are of different qualities, one that is new and one that's very well established, has high name recognition, and is well rated by Charity Navigator. Second, we're going to focus on a very stark choice. We're going to make our subjects choose to donate only to one organization or the other. And that's less realistic than allowing subjects to spread their donations across other charities, which much of previous work has done. But doing so yields starker and easier to test predictions about the motives that might be behind the choices that people are making. And that's one thing that we really want to accomplish with this work. So in our experiment, we're going to recruit subjects from a Facebook group that consists of people who are likely to support charities. They're in this group to support each other. And these are all small, low-income donors who are the type of donor who's the likely target of a matching gift. That subject is paired with 2 charities that serve a cause that they get to select. One of those charities has a 4-star rating from Charity Navigator and annual revenue of at least $20 million. The other is new and unrated and has very low revenue. So in our experiment, subjects are going to play a modified dictator game where they're given $10 and they first choose among 3 options: which charity they want to donate to or not donating at all, the new charity or the established charity, and then they choose how much they would like to donate. And we randomize our subjects into 4 different treatment groups. No match is going to be where no donation to any charity is matched. New match will have donations to the new charity only, matched dollar for dollar. Established match will have donations to the established charity only, matched dollar for dollar. And finally, we recognize that most of the time, it's probably the case that if you offer a matching gift, there are going to be others who are competing with you who do so at the same time. So we're going to add a group called Both Match, where donations to both the new charity and the established charity would be matched dollar for dollar. And that's also going to help us parse out the mechanisms that might be governing subject choices. So our instructions note specifically that a corporate sponsor will match our donation dollar for dollar. And that means that this corporate sponsor might be signaling the credibility of your charity. So that's one mechanism where the matching gift might have an impact. And that's likely stronger for the new charity. And of course, there's also the relative price effect. So here's our results. When there's no match, the established charity, not surprisingly, is more popular. 40% of our subjects choose to donate to it. Only 28% choose to donate to the new charity. When only donations to the new charity are matched, there's a big swing. 55% of our subjects then select the new charity as their recipient. And when either the established charity has its donations matched or both charities have their donations matched, the gifts have very little effect. And the pattern of giving looks extremely similar to what happens when there's no matching taking place. So what does that tell us? That means that these choices are largely being governed by relative price changes, not signaling. Because if signaling really played a role, you would expect the new charity to catch up a great deal, particularly in the both match treatment, because their credibility is signaled by the matching gift, but that should have a larger impact because they have more room to improve since they start at a relatively low level of credibility. Thanks, and if you have any questions, there's my email address and webpage.